Well, hey again, this is Dave Dubeau from davedubeau.com, coming to you with another little video lesson about real estate investing. Again, I'm here in beautiful La Cruz de Guanacaxtli, Mexico. You can see behind me the beautiful hot sunny day, doing a 5-week kind of getaway working vacation. And where I'm staying right now, this beautiful place is actually owned by my uncle Al and his lovely wife Carmen. And he's been down here for over 20 years now. And the reason he first came down here is because my mother, Yvonne Dubeau, actually started coming down here in 1986, which was when I first started coming down here as well. And my mother took early retirement many years ago and became a snowbird, bought some property down here, and she's been coming down here for 30 years, spending 6 months in Mexico and then 6 months back home in Canada. So that's how we got the whole ball rolling down here. A few years after that, my uncle came down here, retired down here as well. And where we're at right now, my mother actually is staying in a nice little apartment that he's got. His home's over here, right next door. And we've got the $1 million view here in one of the properties he's got as a rental as well. So real estate kind of runs deep in the family. So what I want to talk to you about today, I want to talk to you about, when it comes to real estate investing, what I call the big lie. And if you've taken any real estate investing training, courses, read books, etc., you might have heard this lie yourself. You might have experienced this lie yourself the hard way like I did. And here's what it works. Some people say, just find the deal, find a good deal, and the money will find you. So just find a good deal and miraculously, magically, the money will appear for that deal. Sounds very woo-woo, sounds a little existential, sounds like just put it out there and the universe will provide. Well, let me tell you, from my experience, that's complete horse hooky. Hooky, I'm not sure the proper term. I've got another term, but that's not very family friendly. It sounds good, but it doesn't really work that way unless you've set things up properly in the first place. So let me tell you a little story about how I experienced this. When I got back into real estate investing after being out of it for a while, I was focusing on rent-to-own deals, single-family homes, and I self-financed the first couple of them, and then I had a really good tenant buyer lined up for a property. They'd pay me some money for an option fee. We went out and found a really nice home for them. We got it inspected. We had it under contract, the whole bit. All I needed was to find a money partner with the cash to buy the property. Shouldn't be hard. It was going to be a great deal. It was going to be very profitable for potential investors, the whole bit. So I had it under contract, and then I went out scrambling around trying to find money partners. Ended up cold calling people, ended up emailing people, and bottom line, I didn't get the money in time for the deal. I lost the deal. I lost the money that I paid for the property inspection. I had to give my tenant buyers their money back. They were really ticked off at me. My realtor was really ticked off at me because he wasted a lot of time putting the deal together. The seller was definitely ticked off at me. It was just a very bad situation. And that was because I didn't have my money partners, my investor partners lined up before I found the deal. So that's the big lie. Just find the deal and the money will find you. I far prefer, like the title of Harvey Mackay's famous book says, dig your well before you're thirsty. So what does that mean? That means that you go out and you gather potential money partners first, and then you go look for your deals. And then when you've got a good deal on the go, you put it out there to your small group of prospective money partners and you say, okay, who's interested? First come, first serve. And then you get a little bit of competition for people wanting to do deals with you. Works much better. So instead of finding the deal and then scrambling to find the money first. Then when you find the deal, you can confidently go in there and negotiate it, get a good price on it, get it under contract, knowing that you'll be easily able to get the money you need for that particular deal. All right? So that was the big lesson. That's the big lie that I learned the hard way. Hopefully you'll take my advice and learn from my hard-earned experience and not make the same mistake yourself.